their language you can't understand. It's mind to mind, and uh, they made me to know if I would go with them, they'd bring me back and they wouldn't hurt me. And I said, well, I have to go tell my husband. I went down the hall to tell Daddy, and he sat up on the side of the bed, and they was sitting there, They had silver garments on that was so skin tight they looked like they were made on them. You could just see their face, and their skin was kind of a bluish gray looking, and they had those big oval eyes, big old blowed out oval eyes, two little holes for a nose, and their mouth looked like a little perch, looked like a fish mouth. And I went in there to tell Daddy. I said, they want me to go with them, and they said they'd bring me right back and they won't hurt me. And Daddy said, like hell you are. And he started to sit up on the bed, and they zapped him. A blue blaze shot out of his finger, and Daddy just fell back on the bed out, cold. So we come back through, went out, and they unzipped the fence. I got in the spaceship, went up a little ramp, and got in there, and they buckled me in. Shot right straight up, just straight up. And there was a big mothership up there, huge mothership, really, really big. And it just went up in a ramp like a car ramp here, down here, like a car ramp, only this was a spaceship ramp. Went up in there, and they parked in the parking area in that big mothership. And as we went around the edge, there was a hallway, went all the way around. All the way around, and every time I'd get to where there was an aisle going down through the middle of the ship, there was benches. I saw old gray-headed men, I saw gray-headed women, I saw young girls, I saw young boys, I saw children like 3 years old, and they had them benches all up and down them aisles, all up and down the aisles where they'd go in to see them doctors. And we went on around, got way on around, past about, I think the first aisle, past the middle, and I went down that aisle, and them guys in there was doctors. They were tall. They were like 6'6" or 6'7", like 6.5 or 7 foot tall, real skinny. They put me on a examination table and put my legs up in stirrups, just like I was going to the doctor for an examination. And I kept saying, don't hurt me. And they said, we won't. If we hurt you, said, let us know and we'll quit. And when they were just jabbering among themselves, I'd had a hysterectomy, and they were going to try to impregnate me artificially. And I'd had a hysterectomy, and they didn't know what to think about that, and they was doing all this jabberish, You couldn't tell what they were saying, and when I don't know what they were saying, and then they stuck something sharp in my navel, and I said, oh, and so they zapped me. And after I went out, that's when they put all that stuff around my ear, in my ear, some kind of little transmitters or something. If I would